So hey guys, welcome back in Bangla IT, and this in this video we are going to learn how you can use the Playfab and how you can simply create the login system and the register system, and also why we can see our player data in Playfab. Okay, so also we will do by all thing with visual scripting. We don't use any C++ or something else. So for before you need, first of all, what you need, that you need to go to Epic's game launcher, and you need to download the plugin of Playfab. Okay, so once you install, okay, like you need to just search, go to marketplaces and search that play, and you maybe find this, that Playfab SDK. Click on the install engine, then select your Unreal Engine 4.26, click on install. So once you create, just come in your project and then go to project, then plugins, and at the plugins, what you need to do, basically very simple, you need to search your plugin. So well, you need to search that play and fab, and you need to just click on enable and just restart this thing. So once you've done, you need to, let's create a user interface. So at the widget, we'll be call it that UI, and just go to blueprint, that open level class. So at the open level class, will be create wrgt widget, and we'll be get with our UI and just add to viewport because we want to see our widgets. Okay, so basically this thing is done. Okay, now let's go to UI. And this is our basically the UI. So first of all, what you'll do is, let's go to get a text box. So it should be text box or something like box here, the text box. So you just here write that. So we can write here the text what you want to write. Okay, like that. And yeah, nice. I hope it's working. Let's try first. This is or not. Yep, there we can add our everything what you want. Okay, that is nice. So first of all, we need to, for seeing this thing very goodly, because we need to see this as goodly as possible. So we'll be go to fronts, and then as you can see, this font size is only 9, so I'll set it to 18, and then compile and save. First of all, you need to adjust this thing, make sure. Yep. So as you can see, it's now looking more great, and we can understand right this thing. Okay. Now we need something like for a sing up. Okay, let me show you. I already, first of all, let's come in here and click on a new studio, and then click on new studio, and then it will be ask you to set your studio name. So in our case, will be said that test, and then will be said the provided that Playfab, then click save the studio. Okay, so now your saved your studio is set that my game. So just click on open. Okay, now as you can see, this is your dashboard. Okay, then you need to go to players. So if your players sign up or if you log in, okay, so you find the all the player datas at here, the player section. Just click on clear again, and if you have an type of player, so you find at here. Okay, so for example, let's create a player for getting some information about a player. So if you create a player, so you can see that what is they asked. Okay, so let's duplicate here that one more and set it like here, and the first one is email, so we'll be set it for that email, and the second one is password, so we'll be set it for pass. Okay, and just compile and save. Now let's come at here, it should be load. Sometimes it takes some time, as you can see. Maybe my internet is slow. It's not slow, it's super slow. Okay, however, we'll be do this thing later. But first of all, at here, as you can see, this one, and then we need to add the button for seeing up and other stuff. So here's the button one, and at the button one, we'll be add the text. So text, and just connect it like this, and set it here that joint. Okay, you can set anything else if you want. So here is the joint one. Okay, it's very nice. Now we need a text box. So like what is happening for getting the information. Okay, so it will be help us to get the information. Okay, now it's uh lots of things we done. Let's click on the join and then click on the on clicked. Okay, so on the click, now we need to search the play fab. Okay, Playfab, and as you can see, we need here you find lots of code about Playfab. However, we need to set a set Playfab. Okay, so here you find some set playback settings. Okay, so then you need to just connect it like this. Okay, that the create. Okay, so once it's create, now we need the game title ID. The game title ID is basically if you just go to your project, so you find here that your project, the project have a ID. Okay, not now. Let's go to first of all our project section. Just click on the icons. So as you can see, the project ID CD1A0. So just it's a unique always. So don't worry. So just come now in your Unreal Engine. Just state here the project title ID. Just save as. Then other thing don't need to anything add here. Okay. So then we can do the second step that from here, we'll be search that REGIS just register play fab. There should be option come that here as you can see the register playfab user. Okay, so this is here for registration. So now if you just split this thing, so you can see that how much thing you need to fill up here. So there's a lots of thing we need to do. Okay, so first of all we need a display name. The display name is the user display name, like what is display in our case, and every player like a PUBG, if you see PUBG, the PUBG have their every player have their unique name, kind of like that. So let's add also a box for our player. So just simply duplicate this thing, set up it at here, and let's give it small because we don't want a large box. And at here we'll be set it to email to the player or only just name. Okay, I think this will help us more. You can now go to graph, and as you can see the name, just get to your name, and from the name you can simply just drag, so it will be automatically get the from your name whatever you write, it will be automatically set up at here. Okay, so then we need the same thing for our email. Okay, so just get your email again, and then once you've done, just connect it with your email. Okay, so once you this thing done, then we need the, if you want this thing you can enable this thing, but in our case we don't need this thing. Then we need a request password. So for the password, so here's the password, and just say it like at here. Okay, so then we need a, as you can see, you get both email address, request both user and email address. Always we really want the both user and email address. Okay, or it should be request the name space username. So as you can see, the display name and the username. Okay, so there's a two type that the display name for the player and the username that you want to keep. So I also use the same thing for the username. If you want to change that, can. So now as you can see, we need to fill up something more, that as you can see that on failed on success. So there you can get some information at here. So from the success, let's stay create a custom event. Then as you will see, yes, success. You can, my spelling is maybe wrong, so you can use something else also, don't worry. So as you can see, if you split, so you can get the resulted player ID, and you can get the player token, the resulted username. So you can get lots of things, but for now I'm not need anything of them. So just I want that whatever I set here the tags. Okay, like I want to set here the our tags, so set it to a variable so we can edit them. So can just get now our text, and here just set text, and now we can add the text at here that account create successful. Okay, so account create done. So I just using the done, you can use something else also. Okay, so now we can understand that are it's done or not. Then we also need to create a custom event for the failed. So arrow, oh sorry, it's error. So it's error. Okay, this is for error. So if there's any problem, okay, so we also set the text that where is it going? I'm not sure. Maybe some bugs. Okay, so for the error, what will we do? Set the tags that just set it that error, nothing else. So error or error. Now just click on saved. Okay, now our, as you can see that the now we can simply, our player can be registered. Now we can do the register. So also I use the login system for same. So just simply click on and just here for this one, let's set it to join to login login login. Okay, okay, this is for login. So if you want, you can change the color if you want. So I'm set it to red. I think the red one will look more good. Okay, now this is for join and login. So at here for the login, let's click on clicked. So now we need to do the same thing. Okay, so we need to just copy this whole stuff what you created here, just simply duplicate. But at for the login system, we don't want to register that thing, so just remove this thing, and from this one search that login Playfab. So there should become that login Playfab with log. Yep. So now we can again need to split these things, and here we just need for this one we just need the password and email. So just user email and the password. So like that, and we don't need to fill up this thing. We need to just fill up the on success on fail. So at the success, let's create the custom event. So see you as custom event that done, and second one is for custom event for the error. Oh, well, I already create maybe a error, so that's why. Okay, let's use the failed. Okay, so for this ones will we grab this same thing, just duplicate this thing, just get it here, and if it's done, so we'll be set here for that successful login or login done, so we can understand that are it's working on a lot. And then for if it's error same, so we'll be just call the same function. So from the failed we'll be use this that error. Okay, so we don't need to do again anything. Okay, so this is the whole setup for the login and other stuff. So now let's test that. Okay, so just click on saved all, and now let's click on play. Okay, so now let's set a name that as a double jet AD Shajad, and let's for the email, let's set a example email dot Sajjad at gmail.com, and the for password, oh sorry, and for the password 123456788, a 8-digit number. So now as you can see at our player section, that the player list is, as you can see, getting player role, that's 0. So now let's click on join, and if it's create, as you can see that there's an error. Okay, so it's mean that it's failed to do something, like we maybe do something wrong to our created. Okay, so let's for remove this request that this ones, and then how we need to do anything more, compile and saved. Okay, now let's try again, or let's set it to a small size name, edition jar, and here, oh, the email should be in a small. So oh, so for, as you can see, the our mouse cursor is going always so for fixing this problem, let's go to project settings and set here that mouse and always visible. And now let's try again, and here's let's say that Sajjad, and for the email let's say www.sajjad@gmail.com, and the password 123456789. Let's click on join. Again error. Okay, so maybe there's some problem. It should be work. Let's see why is the problem basically. Let's remove the request name. Oh, maybe let's go to project here and let's scroll some. That playfab. Oh, there's a playfab. As you can see, the title ID. Okay, the title ID is set up. Let's check that are we set up exactly or not. Yep, it's good. Everything is set up, so I'm not sure that why it's maybe they don't like my name. I think so. Okay, let's give it to sajad98 at gmail.com. It's not my real, it's just example. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Or we'll try to create a password like a human. Join, as you can see again here. Oh, what the? Let's give it a this kind of like what not. Kokopp. Kokopp. Okay, let's. I think this is a unique name. Error. Okay, so let's see that why it's telling that error. Hmm, not should be show the error because we give the email, we give the passwords. Security API. We already set up that. Oh my God. So sometimes, hmm, there's no parameter we need. So guys, what you think? Where is the problem? Well, let's get the error message that what is the problem basically? Why it's not supporting us? Let's give it a JKOP, Jupka. At gmail.com. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Let's click on join. Invalidated input parameter. So as you can see that invalidated input parameter. So I'm not sure that what kind of parameter we are had wrong. So let's give the request instruction this request that was the username, and for the password we said this was. Let's see how it's work or not. I'm just giving a random invalidated parameter again. Where is the problem? Seriously guys, I'm not sure. Maybe I need a guides for this. Maybe I know that I do 100%, not 100%, maybe 90%. Guide, let's search that guide or kind of like some documentation, maybe they help us. Or let's search that with documentation, Unreal Engine, maybe they have. Quickly start. As you can see, I said that same. Set Playfab settings, title ID. I already set up that. So as you can see, it should be work. So as you can see, there's a nothing here. Okay, let's try to give them manually. Okay, like SAWZ AD email that sajad at gmail.com. And for the password, let's give 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, saved. And now let's try. It should be work. Yes, as you can see now, it's said that it's created. What the sun. Okay, let's try to click on clear. It should become, as you can see, there's a ID comes with the name Bangladesh today. As you can see, the number of it's creating successfully, but why it's not controlling with widgets? Maybe our email or something have maybe. Let's set it to that get txt get tags from the text box. Okay, also let's add maybe like that name, and the username should be also same. So let's just connect it from the this ones, and for the password same, get the tags whatever we write it. So requested password, where is the password? Oh, here, password. Okay, now let's click on compile and saved. And now let's go to again here. And if you want to delete some player data, you need to just click on delete the master and delete the master one. Okay, now there's a no player data. Okay, now let's come and let's click on play and let's click on join. Okay, nice. So let's click on Sajad. It should be now accept in big letter. Here, as I told you, edition chat at gmail.com, and for the password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, let's click on join. Yep. Okay, so only for our getting tags there's a issue. Okay, no problem. Let's click on clear. As you can see, the ID, this is my unique ID, and whatever I write it my player name, that is the name come. And the if I need to add the average my picture image, I can then select the language, I can, and the city, as you can see, Chittagong and Bangladesh. Okay, it will be automatically create your location, so that's good. And that master account, as you can see, I can use this one. I can change the password. Okay, and which one that's created, I can see that all. Okay, so nice, that is the I we get. Now let's try to log in. Invaluated again. Oh my god. Now we need, guys, we know that why it's coming, because only very simple, we need to just add this thing at here also, only for the email and pass, that the pass that is for email. Okay, now let's try again. Let's give it name Sajjad. But guys, make sure for if you want to log in, so at that time you don't need the username, so just add your whatever you write, suggest at gmail.com, and for the password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and let's click on login. Guys, why you are not working now? What is the problem? It should be said that login done. Okay, yeah, count. Oh, there's a login spelling mistake. Yes, it should become. Okay, let's give it our name also. I know that we don't need that, so Sajjad at gmail.com, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Maybe I add goodly my password. I'm not sure that why the text going, but it should be work. Okay, guys, so that's all for today's video. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Love you all, and bye bye, and see you in next video. And in next video, try to do something more.